Okay, here we are in the falling
Okay.
building shot. We called it the falling building shot, right? Is that what it was called?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Man, this shot really came out amazing. As I didn't even realize that we had this reference until now. I totally forgot about this being in the actual anime. For some reason, I thought it was a drawing from Otomo
Okay.
from the manga.
Yeah. Yeah. There are lots of kind of similar drawing he did.
Yeah, similar, very similar. How do like I think I remember you doing this shot as an example, but you had it shaking and stuff. Do you remember that where you had this, but it was like really the whole shot was really violent, and you were like, "Oh, we should have this building falling." I was like, "Oh, I'm afraid of that because all the
Yeah.
dynamics and stuff."
Yeah. Yes. I think this shot is it's in a very early stage, uh, to to put it in the edit,
Yeah,
and I don't know why we put in the final edit. Maybe it's very heavy, so we want to show more power of the scene. Maybe.
yeah, it is. I mean, when you listen to it with Anthony's track, it's when he drops the next big hit. It's the main big hit of the. I remember hearing it when he had edited his track to it, and I got goosebumps. And every time I listened to it, I got goosebumps over and over. And I imagine if you're watching this, you got the same excitement. You know, didn't you when you heard Anthony score it, and then you watch
Uh-huh.
this? There's two
Uh-huh.
parts. There's this part, and then when the throne comes on, and it
Mhm.
goes higher, and I'm like, ah, lots of ahs everywhere. Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad we did this shot though. I'm really glad we
Yeah,
did this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
It was
At
thanks
first
to you.
we,
You brought it
yeah.
out, man. You brought it out. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, it's beautiful. Um, yeah. Oh man, it's so crazy. It's crazy because what's funny is this project went on for so long. I had totally forgot, and I didn't realize this was coming from a reference this close. So I thought we were just kind of playing with this thing, and we kept going back and forth and trying to optimize everything. And the file is really heavy to render. Very heavy to render. Um, you can't tell from this. This is like not even their full res, and it looks like the
Mhm.
camera is super soft too. So that their aperture is all weird right now on the camera. But yeah, let's see what's up with the thin lens. That's weird. Huh. I wonder why it's making it. It looks so soft. But yeah, it was a very complicated shot. Um, you want to talk about some of the
Yeah.
dynamics of the falling stuff that you put in there?
Oh, that's not dynamics.
No, it's just is that are you just animating that stuff, dude?
Yes.
Dude, oh man,
That's yeah. It's pretty straightforward. You just do a rotation animation and falling animation. That's all.
ugh,
Because
man.
it's falling very slowly, and you can fix that by just keyframes it.
Okay, yeah. Well, it looks really great. I thought it was. I mean, I guess it is. It's just you're just having it move and slightly rotate, but you're
Yeah.
mostly having it fall down. So and
Hmm.
some slight rotations, but that's a lot of pieces, dude. Damn.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's funny, like the tension. I mean, that's why I don't think either of us would have been able to do this alone. I think that's what makes it cool because like you would when I'd go model something, I'd go really far into it. When you'd animate that, you'd go really far into it, and I don't think either of us would want to do both of those combined.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it was kind of cool. It's I didn't realize that. At first, I thought for some
Yeah.
reason you had done a dynamic thing. I was like, wow, sheesh, that's crazy. And I was expecting you to tell me some sort of secret, but it isn't. It's just you you kicking yourself in the butt the whole time. It's very complicated, very tricky, but yeah. I think one thing that catches my eye every time is this smoke up here in the dust in the
Hmm.
compositing part of it. I love that. And that's we should talk about that too. Going through
Yeah.
the
It's.
AE file. AE
Mhm.
file is pretty big too. It's got some stuff going on in it. It's a nice pre-comp. Not too bad though, actually, all things
Yeah.
considered, for how big of a shot
Basically,
it is.
basically, we needed to find the accurate smoke.
Yeah, directional smoke and smoke that was fitting the scale too.
Yes.
So there's some on the bottom here. Um, I don't know, maybe some dust stuff here. Some overall smoke to lift it and push it back a little bit. lifting that, pushing it back. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's that good fog smoke. And that's coming from that reference stuff that we had too. And then also at the top here we have, is that unmold? But it was like,
Particles.
yeah.
I
Oh,
pre-composed
I
all
see
the
them. Yeah, they're pre-comped, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I tried to do a pass of it, but you were like, nah, it's not good enough. Then you came in and fixed it. Yeah. I mean, I use trap code form every once in a while, but like it was a very specific thing, and I think you really figured out a way to make it even better. So, which is what it needed. I think before we left for Milan, I was like, oh, this needs a lot more. In my mind, I saw debris falling from the sky, like ashes and stuff burning from the sky. And the original shot didn't have that. And so I was like, oh, we need to have more of that. So I think, again, it was just you and I perfecting it back and forth until it became what it needed to be. So I think I had too many particles, though. And they were like yellow or something. So it looked weird. Yeah.
Yeah, my version is not perfect, and it's okay though, but
Yeah.
not perfect.
Yeah. No, it's cool. And like there's pieces that are falling, and it just has a lot of volume to it. And the camera shake really brings it all the way home too, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
That subtle shake really does. But yeah, I love this shot. And I think it fits it so well too. Yeah. Damn. It's cool. Anything else you want to talk about this shot?
Yeah, maybe it's a modeling, but
Yeah.
not modeling is like the same. We need to find the reference, right? And I put the anime reference in front of the camera and do
Yeah.
the same method to to move all the objects in the same position. But if you get out of the camera, you can see the perspective of the object is pretty messy.
Yeah, it's like very far, right? Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're taking a drawing and you're comparing it down, like you have to stretch it down a lot. Did you use some of the existing models we had from earlier?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
basically used lots of your models.
And then it's kind of combining them and kit bashing them together, huh? Yeah, it's cool.
Yes.
And then just getting it till it works and looks right. Yeah, that's cool. Let me turn this render on and see what it looks like. It's probably really crazy. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
looking at it when it's all broken too. It just looks like it's like crazy chaos. Yeah, that's cool. It looks interesting. There's some
Yeah.
volume in here, I think, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use yeah
The
the
fog
the
volume tag?
the play method.
Oh, not the plane. No. Oh, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it looks really cool. And then here's the falling building with all the debris. Oops. Where'd it go? There it is. Grab it. Yeah. Whew, man, a lot of work on this shot. But actually, this is cool because I remember this building from one of the other shots too. The main early big shot. This is, I think, one of the same buildings or something similar to one of those, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I did a little bit of change, but I used the same building.
Awesome. We should just go back through some of these files and make some renders because, I mean, that already looks kind of cool, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. Man, tons.
Tons of assets.
Tons of assets. Yeah. So, but yeah, there you go. I mean, yeah, like you said, the modeling process, once you do it once, it's like you do it again, and then you just continue it until it's done, and every shot has its own custom approach to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, mama. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Did you find it hard when you were making, like, setting up the scene to move things around, or did
Yeah.
it work out pretty well?
It's quite hard to move things around.
Yeah, it got really heavy, huh?
Yeah, it's very, very hard. So most of the time, I just turn off the main building.
Oh, you turn it off and you just have like a box represent it? And
Yeah,
then you just turn things on and
yeah,
off? Okay.
yeah,
That's
yes.
how I would do it too, is like I would stage it out with like basic geometry. And then once I had it there, I would just go building by building to match it. And then once you had it, then you can go do it. But yeah, I mean, look, that's pretty crazy. It looks really, the layout looks really similar to if you look at the original. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Obviously, our version is red because we want it to feel just more chaotic and stuff. But yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, awesome. Damn, crazy, crazy. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if I don't have anything else to say about this shot other than it was a difficult shot, another difficult shot, and a lot of really difficult things trying to optimize this to render too. Just the complexities of the rendering on this it took a long time, but yeah, and it uses quite a bit of not too bad actually, not even bad at all. Only uses like a gig of VRAM, so yeah, some of these shots would use like 9 or 10. We'll get to those in a minute. So yeah, but yeah, not too bad. Awesome. Anything else?
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
This one's done. Yes, we're happy it's done too. So goodbye, building. Awesome. Okay, well, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, see you guys.